I'm Mick.
And I'm Jackie, and we've been married for just over 12 years. Once we became Christians and made that commitment, obviously our family life changed, and we tried to bring that in with our children. It was difficult with the older ones because obviously they'd lived so many years with having no impact from church, no input from anything to do with the faith. But it definitely made a difference in the way in which we brought up the children following that. So, and I think it helped as well, because we always felt we had somewhere to turn to if we were in a crisis, or if this was happening and we didn't know how to deal with this.
When we've had an argument or a disagreement over anything, doesn't really matter, what it is, that you take yourself aside and then that's when you approach the cross. And then that's actually makes you realise that yes, there are other sides to it, and you might have been initially right, but you were wrong as well because you made such a big deal about it. Or on the other hand, actually makes you because it makes you think about it, and God tells you that well, actually you were in the wrong in the first place, and no matter how much you might like to think you were in the right, you were still in the wrong. Much as you might not like to apologise, it is the way to go. And I think that before I was a Christian, I wouldn't even, it would take me months to get to that. Whereas once I became a Christian, it totally takes hours. Even, and that's not just an argument within the family. That'd be, if I have an argument with somebody else, that, very quickly I can get over it. I'd held on to things for days, weeks, months, even years prior to that.
If I could give one piece of advice to anybody starting out on a marriage or a relationship, it would be to talk as much as you can. Don't harbour it, don't sit on it, don't think, oh, this about this person really drives me insane. Tell them it drives you insane. If you're upset or if they've said something unintentionally it's upset you, tell them that it's upset you, because I've seen it so many times in our friends' relationships who aren't, not just because they aren't Christians, but because they just don't talk, and you see it festering and becoming something so much bigger than it really needs to be, when it could just be dealt with. So that would be my piece of advice: talk as much as possible about everything and anything. Shouldn't be anything that you can't talk about with your partner.
Make sure that your family's always in your prayer life. It's important that you don't just pray for things that you think that are really important in the world or in work or like that and that. It's important, but your family's important, and you hold it firmly in prayer and you value it.